Good morning, year five. Okay, so continuing from our maths yesterday where we looked at completing 2-digit by 2-digit column multiplications. Okay, we learnt the method for that yesterday, and I'm really impressed with how people got on with that. It is a skill that we need to practice, and we need to make sure we can get this um, method right before we start increasing the amount of digits that we're looking at. So today we're going to have another lesson where we look at um, 2-digit by 2-digit multiplications. Okay, so a real practicing lesson today. Can we make sure this method becomes really clear in our heads, ready to start doing some really complicated maths as we move through year 5 and into year 6. So we're going to keep it quite simple in the video today, okay, and then give you the time to have a practice on your own. Okay, so there is a times tables grid. You may want to come back to it and pause on that video to double check some of those times tables if you're unsure of them. Okay, and let's have a look at this first one. So I'm going to do this one, okay, and demonstrate to you exactly what I'm going to do. Now, I know I'm doing a 2-digit by 2-digit calculation, so I know straight away that I'm going to have to do 5 times the numbers and then 30 times the numbers. Okay, but I'm going to make that really simple. So I know that I'm going to need one space for my answer to 5 times and one space to my answer to 3 times. So I know straight away I can leave 2 lines in there. Okay, I also know straight away that I can put a placeholder in here, and that placeholder is really important. That means that I can just do 3 times the numbers instead of 30 times the numbers. Okay, so let's get to the start of this calculation. 5 times 6. Okay, I know that 5 times 6 is 30, so my 0 goes in here, and my 3 gets carried there. I know that 5 times 4, okay, is 20, and then add the 3, so 23. And I must remember to cross this out because that's going to confuse us when we come to our addition. Okay, so now we've done the 5 times. Now we're going to move to here and do the 3 times. We need to do that to all the numbers again. So 3 times 6, okay, is 18. So that 8 goes in here, and we carry the 1 across. Now 3 times 4, okay, is 12. Add the 1 is 13. And cross out the 1. Now we know this is going to, now we need to add them together to get our final answer. So we complete a column addition down here, okay? Now you must remember to go back to doing a column addition. Okay, so 0 add 0 is 0. 3 add 8 is 11. 1 in, carry the 1. 2 add 3 is 5. Add the 1 is 6. Okay, and then 1, nothing to add to it, so it just comes in down here. So I now know that 46 times 35 is 1,610. Okay. So, I'd like you to have a go at this one. Okay, have a go. So, in a second I want you to pause the video, have a go, and then I will reveal the answer, and you could just double check before you move on to having a go at the sheet today. So, have a look, pause the video, and have a go at that one. Okay, so here is our answer. Here are our workings out for that one. And let's just have a look at how we've done it. Just remind ourselves. So straight away, we've got our two rows for our answer, and the placeholder went in straight away. Okay, we know that can go there. Now we can get on with the calculation. So we knew that 4 times 5, okay, was 20. 0 went in. 2 carried across. 4 times 2 is 8. Add the 2 was 10. Okay. Then we move to doing 7 times 5, which we know is 35. 5 goes in, carry the 3. And 7 times 2, which is 14. Then add the 3 is 17. We then know that we're doing an addition to find our final answer. Okay. 0 add 0 is 0. 0 add 5 is 5, 1 add 7 is 8, and nothing add 1 is 1. So we now know that 25 times 74 is 1,850. Okay, so we follow that method really clearly, straight through every calculation. Now there are your answers for today, your calculations for today, sorry. Okay, you will need to work through clearly. You'll need to, for everyone, okay, as soon as we get in, we know we're going to leave 2 lines, and we're going to need a placeholder. Okay, we know that's going to be an addition. That's the first thing you can do when you're setting out all of these in your book, okay? You might want to even do that, okay, for all of the calculations before you even start thinking about answering them, okay? If you don't get through all 12, don't panic. It's not a problem, don't worry, okay? Now, there is an extension, okay, which is to write a word problem for the first 5 calculations, and here's my example. So if the first calculation was 35 times 45, okay, the word problem, the way you might ask that question is, there were 35 shelves in the shop, and each shelf could hold 45 tins. How many tins could be displayed in the shop? Okay, it may be that it was buckets of balls, so I had 35 buckets, and in each bucket were 45 tennis balls. How many tennis balls did I have altogether? So if you fly through these this morning, can you, for the first 5, okay, create a word problem that would go with that? So I look forward to seeing your work sent in to Class Dojo. Okay, you can put your picture of the calculations and the extension on the same task today. If it needs to be 2 pictures, you could just post 1 to your portfolio, okay, and I will receive them all in exactly the same way. So have a lovely day, and I will see you later.